A judge has ordered the enforcement of a lawsuit settlement between Mississippi's capital city and the family of a man who died after police officers pulled him from a car while searching for a murder suspect. George Robinson, 62, died in January 2019, days after the encounter with three Jackson police officers. His relatives sued the city in October 2019, saying Robinson was not the subject of any warrant and alleging the officers brutally, viciously, and mercilessly beat Mr. Robinson by striking and kicking him. There are five overlapping factors that preserve systematic racism in contemporary America: implicit bias, stereotypes, color blindness, microaggressions, and language. If scientists could scan the brains when people see spiders or snakes, they would see the area of the brain that focuses on fear, threat, anxiety, and distress. Triggered, or neuroscientists say activates. Studies have shown that some areas of the brain activates more when white people see pictures of African American faces than when they see pictures of Caucasian ones. Jails and prisons are overpopulated, filled with men and women from Black communities. Many of the crimes or cases leading to their arrest and sentencing like lack evidence providing a burden of proof, being resolved by a plea bargain deal issued by the state and typically over sentencing by a judge. The American criminal justice has a long history of racism and implicit biasness towards Black Americans, making it easy to lack interest in completing disposition interviews, as well as requesting forensic evidence before offering a plea bargain deal for a guilty verdict. Over sentencing has caused a breakdown of the Black American families, social classes, and economic independence from the majority race, proving a common, centuries old mental illness built from slavery and the slave patrol or policing power and control over the minority race or races. The conditions of the jails and state prisons are not much better, filled with mold and mildew, unhealthy meals, as well as mental, physical, and emotional abuse at the hands of correctional officers. There are not many mentally stimulating programs offered while being rehabilitated, causing a disparity of mentally, physically, religiously, and economically healthy minded Black Americans. A disparity. Instead, once the minority race, whom are the majority population in state jails and prisons, are released, many are forced into a cycle of crime, prostitution, as a form of employment, and are not able to find gainful employment due to lack of second chance and reentry programs. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office said one man died of dehydration and malnutrition after periodically being denied food and water by guards. Denied. The body of another man who died from a stroke was not discovered for around 12 hours. So that means count or band check was not checked every 8 hours to help reduce escapees. It infuriated me seeing the things that were happening in that prison. Sheriff Dale Smith told reporters on Wednesday. These people are not cared for, he continued, and we are going to hold those responsible accountable. Mr. Hepp is charged with misconduct in public office. The other eight employees are charged with inmate abuse. Three of them also are charged with misconduct in office.